Welcome to Ani Globe. Crushful Instant Death Lady Collide organizes an auction where young girls are being sold as slaves to wealthy owners. However, two of the girls present at the auction turn out to be professional assassins, Dia Vicone and Hintart. They waste no time in taking out everyone around them, and to save the imprisoned girls they are observed by their boss Lutawatha and his accomplice Maha. In a flashback to an alternate world, we see two assassins taking down certain members of the mafia. The rookie wants to kill everyone, but her boss doesn't want to accomplish more than what his organization has instructed him to carry out. Suddenly they are spotted by a drone and try to escape it, but their van is destroyed. This just turns out to be a distraction, as the two of them have already managed to get out of it. The rookie and her boss discuss his past, and he talks about how he was raised to kill ever since he was a child. He calls his organization and tells them about his plans to retire and become a trainer for new assassins. The rookie grows restless, but her boss reminds her that she's still a novice, so she needs to be more careful. They get new identities as Alan and Mila and fly to Japan. However, the flight is hijacked and the boss realizes that he has been betrayed by his own organization. Now that he's retiring, the plane crashes and he breathes his last after regretting his life as a tool. However, he is summoned by the goddess Ahim. She offers him the choice to be reborn in a fantasy world with his memories intact. In exchange for promising to kill the hero of this fantasy world, she endows him with knowledge of this new reality and explains that the hero of this world will save it from a demon lord 16 years from now, but will go crazy and kill everyone 2 years after that. After a detailed discussion, both of them decide that the hero must be killed only after he defeats the demon lord, but within 2 years after that. The assassin chooses 5 key skills after considering his possibilities, and then goes on to pick his attributes so that he can be powerful enough to assassinate the hero. Ahim promises him that he can live his life the way he wants if he simply fulfills his promise, and he accepts. That's when we learn that this assassin is actually Lu. He is born in the kingdom of Alvin to the Tuatha family and starts to train himself as soon as possible. He becomes a great cook so that he can maintain a healthy diet for his growth, and also uses his material knowledge from his past life to make the most of the resources in this world. His life goes smoothly, and then we learn that his father San is an assassin for the royal family. Cyan approves of Lu's progress and grants him mystic eyes that allow him to sense people with mana. Later, Lu's mother Esri dresses him up for his meeting with his magic teacher, who turns out to be Dia. During their classes, Dia is surprised to see the excessive amount of mana that Lu possesses, and his parents are happy with his abilities. Lu learns about far stones that are used to store mana and asks Dia for more of them, but she forbids him, saying that they are only limited to the Vicone family. Now Dia helps Luke with attribute conversion and teaches him how to cast spells. Lu shows precision with his skills but pushes himself even more as he has to be ready for the hero. After working some more with Dia, Lu is able to create his own spells and help her achieve the same. They team up and manage to create weapons like guns and tanks using magical spells. Dia grows closer to Lu and he offers her a titanium knife to thank her for being his tutor. In exchange for this gesture, Dia also gives him a far stone. They promise to help each other out whenever needed, and Dia leaves. Now San takes Lu to a prison where he is made to carry out his first skill, and he does so with minimal effort. The kingdom starts to reap the benefits of Lu's modern methods and he is celebrated for it. However, Lu starts his search for an assistant with the right mana who can help him defeat the hero. Later he goes to the forest and finds a girl under attack from a pack of wolves. He saves her and learns that she has been abandoned by her family due to financial reasons. He gives her some food and offers her a chance to live with him if she agrees to help him with his mission. The girl readily agrees, even though Lu has his own motivations for saving her. She is revealed to be Tart and she expresses gratitude to Lu for his kindness. In a flashback, Ahim is shown to carry out the same kind of deal with a soldier, but as time passes by he turns out to be a waste. A couple of years later, Lu and Tart are much closer to each other as Tart has settled into the family. Lu trains her the same way he was trained and she becomes exceptionally good with the collapsible spear he has made for her. We learn that Ahim has been summoning multiple souls and tasking them with the same mission as Lu, but none of the others have made any progress. Tart and Lu go to the marketplace and Lu is met with a lot of affection. However, he tells Tart that his generosity is just a strategy he must use to win the approval of his people. He has also been making 4 stones to collect mana by using the one he was given by Dia. Cian questions Lu about Tart's reliability and he fully vouches for her in order to avoid her assassination. Son decides to test Lu's skills by taking him on in a mock test. He uses all kinds of tactics to tackle his son, but Lu eventually comes out on top after carefully calculating his dad's strategy. Satisfied with his son's progress, CNN declares that Lu is ready for official missions. They carry out a variety of tasks and Lu learns subtle tricks of the trade. Then CNN tells him that he must take up a fake identity as Illig Ballard of the Ballard trading family in order to become a better assassin. A party is held to celebrate Lu's ascension, but it is met with some criticism by a rival branch member named Rona. Cian makes Lu prove his status by defeating Rona, and he does so easily. However, Lu offers Rona to become a subordinate leader and they bond a little. Now Lu and Tart set out on their journey to Miltiu so that they can live out their alternate identities. We are introduced to Liv at Milto and we see a group of girls led by Maya. They run a sightseeing business together. However, a bunch of goons attack them and take them away into an orphanage, which is actually a front for trafficking, where the girls are made to work as slaves against their will. Things get ugly when Maya's friend Ifa is prepared and taken away to a client. She returns with her modesty outraged, and this becomes a regular activity for all the girls except Maya, who is still too young. This takes a toll on her well-being, and Maya's friend Tony scars her own face so that nobody will wish to be with her. 2 years pass by and Maya comes of age. Her captors want to exploit her and she considers ruining her face as well, but then Lu arrives and offers to take her into his house. However, her captor intends to misuse her for 3 days before sending her to him. Maya tries to escape and gets caught, but Lu saves her. After this, he takes down the entire operation, thus freeing Maya and her friends once and for all. He also fixes Toy in his face and Maya pledges her loyalty to him. Lu makes Maya his legal family member so as to keep her protected along with Tart. The 3 of them live together, and after some time Lu decides to open a cosmetic shop for women so as to fund his assassination expenses. He manages to create a moisturizer using lecithin from soy farms back in the kingdom of Alvin. Since these products doesn't exist in this world yet, Lu manages to create a massive market for the moisturizers and starts a brand named Orna. His tent and parents are pleased with his progress, and the Ballard Trading Company focuses all its resources to make the new moisturizers. A spy tries to invade Lu's house and kidnap him for the secret recipe, but Tart and Ma catch him and proceed to torture him as punishment. Now Lu goes to see Dia during one of their monthly meetings and they discuss spells and increase each other's magical knowledge. Unfortunately, Lu gets into an awkward situation with Tarty and Maya later on when they wake up next to him in bed and notice that he's entering adolescence. As time passes by, Lu does his best to train the girls and give them the necessary experience to become good at business as well as assassination. One day he discusses expansion plans with Maya and learns that her parents once owned a big company but were killed by their own employees, after which the company went bust. He allows her to expand Orna's operations by purchasing the same company and trusts her to take care of the brand. Once he's gone, Lu finally gives up his false identity as Illig and leaves Miltu along with Tart to visit his family. On their way, they're attacked by wolf monsters and Tart puts her training to use by taking them down. However, Lu suspects that the hero might appear soon as monster attacks are becoming more frequent. Once they're home, Lu goes to meet Son, who tells him that he'd be fine if Lu chose to continue as a merchant rather than assassin. After a lengthy conversation, Lu confirms that he will continue as an assassin because it makes him happy and it is his choice to kill whomever he wants. He also states that he wants to marry Dia and for that he must continue as a member of the noble family son is amused by his choice but accepts it and proceeds to give him his first mission. Lu's target is Count Espa Venkawar, who has been selling military secrets to neighboring kingdoms in exchange for a drug named Vizin. Lu makes the necessary preparations to ascertain whether Espa truly deserves to be assassinated. After avoiding an awkward situation with his mother, Lu and Tart head out to check on Espa. In pair they take down some drug dealers, and then they notice the horrible effects that Vizin has on innocent citizens. Maha does some research and confirms to Lu that Espa is the leader of this drug operation, so he decides to take him down. He meets Maha and brings her along with them to visit Espa. On their way she confesses her love for him and suggests that he should take her and Tort as his mistresses. Even after marrying Dia, they meet Espa and his wife Bridget under the guise of selling Orna products and gets the necessary information to kill the Count. At night they enjoy a party, after which Lu kills Vinkar. He feels guilt after seeing Bridget in tears but has no regrets as this was his own choice. Lu and Tart train on an inhabited island and visit Maha. After that she updates them on a divine treasure. It is a powerful spear named Gabon and is in the hands of a warrior named Satanta Magnus, whom loses bats to be the hero. However, he isn't sure of it just yet, as he also learns that Satanta is part of a civil war that has broken out in the Viaconi kingdom. Lu visits the region immediately to check up on Dia. He offers to escort her family to safety, but she says the war isn't too serious, so she's going to stay back with her troops. Now Dia takes Lu out to spend some time together. They play games and also help a kid named Rico find his mom, after which they go to a hot spring in Bonsmore. After a lengthy conversation, Lu understands Dia's motivations and respects her wishes to stay back. Then they get intimate with each other. However, after Lu leaves, we learn that the situation is a lot more serious than Dia had let on, as she had created a deception to misguide Lu. Once he gets back home, Cien tells Lu that his next target is Dia. Alo asks some questions for clarity and learns that Dia's father Demore has requested for her assassination, hoping to end the war and save his daughter from a torturous future. Lu has the choice to reject the mission but accepts it so that he can save Dia instead of killing her. He also learns that he is following in his father's footsteps, as Esri is also from the house Viacone. Tart helps Lu reach his destination by using up all her mana to block the wind from obstructing him as he rushes towards Dia. Meanwhile, Ahim checks up on all the souls she had reincarnated and only finds one soul that's still standing. Now Lu begins his attack on the opposition army by using his guns and bows to cause panic. Sensing the advantage, Dia's army members attack and eliminate their enemies. Then Lu eventually makes his way to Dia and Demore, and in the middle of battle Demo reveals his true intention and plans with Lu to fake suicide so that they can end the war. However, the castle comes under attack when Satanta makes his appearance with the spear. Lu uses his bombard to blast him away, but the knight survives and even recovers from the damage. Lu has no choice but to accept attempts to challenge. Despite knowing he's no match for him, he comes up with a plan to launch a projectile into space and power it with magic so that it can kill Satanta in one blow. He kicks off his plan and manages to stall for time long enough, thus allowing the projectile to destroy Satanta without them even having to battle. Lu passes out from the collateral damage and is woken up by Dia. Afterwards he kisses her in a moment of passion and they return to Alvin. Once things are back to normal, Tien manages to give Dia a new identity as Lu's sister to keep her protected. Then Lu learns that the hero Epona Rahanan has finally arrived. That's all for now. I hope you liked it. Subscribe for more content like this and hit the like button to help us out. Also leave a comment if you want us to review your favorite movie. Until next time, take care.